Now, two terrorists and a security personnel were killed in a pre-dawn gunfight near an army camp on the outskirts of Jammu in Samba district. Now, we are, of course, getting you exclusive visuals of where this encounter actually took place. Now, the encounter took place near a big army installation in Sunjwan. This, of course, gathers an extreme amount of importance because it comes just 2 days before the Prime Minister's visit. Now, what you see on your screens, of course, are the visuals of those two suicide vests which the terrorists were carrying on them, which were destroyed in a controlled explosion by the armed forces. Now, security, of course, has been heightened in this entire area. We understand that schools and colleges in the vicinity have now been shut, and security forces are combing the entire area. Pictures on your screen are of a controlled explosion that was carried out by bomb experts of the suicide vests that were carried by these two terrorists. Now, we have earlier heard senior police officials in Jammu and Kashmir say that these were two Fedayeen who had attacked the clan.
Where? Where?
All right, as we were talking about, these are visuals that we are getting for you from the controlled explosions that were carried out. These were, of course, suicide vests that were destroyed by the security forces. Now, pictures on your screen are of this particular area where these terrorists were nabbed. All right, Gursimran is joining us on the phone line. Gursimran, give us an overall sense of what's really happening. Now, this, of course, is an attack which just comes 2 days ahead of the Prime Minister's visit.
Yes, this is really very significant as this attack happened 2 days ahead of the Prime Minister Narendra Modi's maiden visit to Jammu and Kashmir, and this was particularly a plot of the Pakistan-based terror outfits, especially Jaish-e-Mohammed, to carry out a major terror strike, especially on a vital security installations. And the way it was all prepared, the way it has shown that how the terrorists were pushed into the Indian territory, because there were credible inputs with the agencies that the terrorists will try to sneak into the Indian territory, and that actually happened. But the security agencies were keeping a close track of these terrorists, and when they got the input that they are at this very area, these terrorists were cordoned in. However, they tried to attack the CISF convoy in which 15 Jawans of the CISF were traveling, but they failed, and CISF retaliated in a way that thwarted the plan of the Pakistan. And the way the security forces then acted, it was really something that the terrorists didn't expect it, because they didn't got the time enough to blow up their suicide vest, the visuals of which we are showing. Now the suicide vest is being blown by the security forces using the controlled explosion, thus averting a major tragedy, because if these terrorists would have succeeded, it would have caused a major damage, a tragic damage to the security installation, because the Sunjwan army camp is just few meters away from this very area where the encounter has taken place. And these Jaish-e-Mohammed terrorists have come with a plan. It was all decided how they will infiltrate, how they will head back to Sunjwan to carry out a major terror strike ahead of Prime Minister Narendra Modi's visit. And what they were carrying the energy drinks, they were carrying the pain reliever injections, some medicines, even they were carrying chocolates that can help them to survive for a longer period at this very place or in a nearby place, so that they can create a hostage-like situation, which the terrorists did in 2016 when they attacked the Sunjwan army camp. So it was all in all a same plot that was being hatched by Jaish-e-Mohammed, but due to the timely intervention of the security forces, it has been foiled. We were the only channel to show and to report this 2 days back that there is a security threat for which the security has been beefed up. The crisis response team of the Jammu and Kashmir police has been rushed to the borders to carry out night-long patrol to rule out any possibility of the terror outfits pushing terrorists into the Indian territory. And when there were credible inputs with the security agencies, top officials of the Jammu and Kashmir police were themselves monitoring the operation during whole midnight. Yes.
All right, stay with us. Dr. S.P. Ved, the former Jammu and Kashmir DGP, also on the phone line with us. Dr. Ved, how do you see this? Now, these terrorists, we understand, were armed to the teeth. They were actually wearing suicide vests.
Yes, it appears to be a suicidal group which probably was planning a suicidal attack. You were just mentioning the Sunjwa Army Brigade headquarters is just very near to this place of encounter. You had a security force, the camp very nearby, and in the view of Prime Minister's visit in 2 days, they could have gone for any high-profile suicidal attack leading to casualties. Just imagine if there were a dozen or two casualties, what impact it would have on the visit of the Honorable Prime Minister. And their attempt is to internationalize the issue, make it international news, and go for maximum casualties. So I would give credit to our boys who have generated intelligence at timely. These police and security forces have done a commendable job. Just with one of our colleague getting ASI of CSF getting martyred, I think the operation has been very, very neatly conducted, and a major tragedy has been averted.
Absolutely, Dr. Ved, as you're pointing out, obviously these terrorists were also carrying enough amount of food to last for a while. Visuals that we are showing our viewers on the screen seem to suggest of the kind of planning that could have gone into this.
Absolutely. See, they have this, there's a standard SOP that they carry with them, some chocolate, something to choco bars or something so that they can sustain the operation for longer period before getting killed, so that they can prolong it as long as possible. Even the energy drinks, the other eatables, they carry dry fruit, they carry, even painkillers they carry, some drugs they carry. So this is their standard SOP. All suicidal attacks, the kit includes all these things, and this is with the intention to prolong the operation.
Right. Absolutely. Dr. Ved, as you're pointing out, of course, this does come right before the Prime Minister's visit, and what we understand is that the security has been heightened over there. For the moment, thank you for joining us. Let me go back to Gursimran on the ground, who's giving us a sense of what's happening there right now. Gursimran, take us through what's happening around you. We understand that security has been heightened.
Yes, the security has been heightened inside the installations of the Jammu and Kashmir police as well. I'll request Sarjeevan to show you the visuals that in a short while from now, there will be the wreathing ceremony of the ASI of the CISF who attained martyrdom, and the Director General of Jammu and Kashmir police will be here in a short while. The Jawans, they are here, and the wreath will be laid to this brave heart of the CISF ASI SP Patil, who led down his life, who made the supreme sacrifice for Mother India. And pertinent to mention that the way CISF has retaliated to this terror attack by the Jaish-e-Mohammed terrorist, that has completely changed the scenario. Otherwise, they would have gone to carry out a major terror strike, as 15 Jawans of the CISF were traveling in that vehicle that was attacked. But due to the alertness of the CISF, that attack was thwarted, and that gave enough time for the other security forces to reach there and to react in a way that the terrorists didn't got even the time to plug in their suicide vest, which they were waiting for, which they planned actually. That all has been foiled due to the braveness and the alertness of this CISF ASI who attained the supreme sacrifice.
Right, absolutely. As Gursimran is pointing out, that this attack also comes right ahead of the Prime Minister's visit. Now, Gursimran, give us a sense of what had really happened in this pre-dawn attack. We understand that the CISF bus was actually on a routine movement when this attack took place.
See, this was a specific intelligence input generated by the Jammu and Kashmir police late last evening, and top officials, including the ADG rank officials, were on the roads from yesterday evening at around 6 itself, along with the intelligence officers. They were having the specific inputs that a vital army installation will be targeted by 2 to 3 terrorists of Jaish-e-Mohammed. That was a specific intelligence input they were having, and based on that, various nakas were led. And these terrorists, what they did when they find themselves that they won't be able to reach the vital installation of the Indian Army, that
of the Government of India and the Department for Business Energy.